Alright, everyone talks about the no contact rule when it comes to recovering from a breakup, but does it really work? Is it really worth it to cut someone out of your life like completely? It seems kind of cold. In this video, I'm gonna break down whether or not it's a myth. Now, what going no contact means is basically going cold turkey. You're blocking your ex on social media, you're not contacting them at all, maybe you're even blocking them on your phone if they keep reaching out to you. But it's just a cold, hard way to snap into the reality of them not being in your life anymore. And if you're like unsure if whether or not this is the right approach, then you clicked on the right video, because we're gonna break down what it really means to go no contact and why most people choose not to do the no contact rule. So first, I want to play you this clip of somebody that doesn't really do the no contact rule. I want to show you this clip right here.
In regards to whether you should follow her on social media or not, I would, because it's kind of a bitch move. It's kind of like taking your ball and go home. What I would do is go into the settings and make sure her story doesn't pop up, her posts don't pop up, but don't unfriend her, because if you're coming up, she's eventually going to have to watch you shine anyway. And you'll get that text, and cowboy, I'm telling you, I've gotten that text plenty times, especially over the last few years.
Okay, I really hope that that clip grosses you out, because it's one of the most toxic things I've ever heard. But basically, this guy doesn't really do the no contact rule, but he also doesn't want to see them. So he wants them to see him, but him not to see them. So this is pretty much advocating for the no contact rule without kind of saying it. But this is a weird approach to it. So I do think that if you feel like it's too strong, or you don't want to have somebody in your block list, if you're like apprehensive about the whole blocking thing, I understand where you're coming from. It does feel like something that might not feel right at the time, but honestly, when you're in the stage of recovering from a breakup, your emotions are all over the place. You don't really know what's going on. And here's the thing why no contact is just sort of a blanket rule for everybody. First of all, we have to start thinking about us. And even that guy in that clip was saying that. That's the subtext of what he was saying. We don't want to see her no more. We don't want to see them anymore. We want to focus on us. So when that is the case, you really don't want to have that distraction or to even have that temptation of checking in on what they are doing. If we start feeding that curiosity, if we start checking in on them, we're not like mentally or energetically separating ourselves enough. Our brain is still entertaining this fantasy or this idea that we are not totally separated. And ultimately, I hate to say this, but it is a cheap way to do the work. It really means that you're not fully doing the work. You're not fully jumping in with 2 feet into doing the work of recovering from a breakup. And I know that in the early stages, it's going to be very hard. It's going to be very hard to accept that they're not in your life anymore. I know, I've been there, and all I wanted to do was check on them and whatever, see what they're doing, but it's not good for your brain, because what this dude was talking about in this clip and what your brain is telling you to do is all coming from your ego. Your ego is in a fragile state right now. And when you start entertaining that, oh, I'm just gonna see what they're doing, your ego is gonna like that. And your ego is gonna want more and more, whether it makes you feel bad or it makes you feel good. Whatever the case is, your ego is gonna want to see more and more of what they're doing. And that is just not how you are going to put the attention, focus, time, and energy into yourself because you are putting it into them. We have to think about healing. We have to think about us and bettering ourselves. And honestly, so do they. So ultimately, blocking them and not giving them access to you is doing a favor for both of you, because you are allowing them to focus on themselves, which they should be doing to heal, and for you to focus on yourself. So it doesn't have to do with like being a bitch or looking too strong or coming off as a jerk, or you're blocking them and moving on without them. It just has to do with you focusing on you and not giving yourself that temptation, not catering to that curiosity, because you're going to get lonely. You're going to go back. Your brain is going to go back into those memories and into those things of pleasure when you were last with somebody. And when you check in on them and you're in that state of mind, energetically, it's going to bring you back to feeling just a little bit like you are still in that relationship. And it is going to bring you backwards in your healing journey. So if you are beginning that healing journey, okay, I want you to click on this video. This is in 2 minutes how you can just start to heal. Promise you, it's worth it. And if you want more terrible breakup advice, click on this video right here. This is probably takes the cake of the worst breakup advice I've ever heard. And this is a guy, I think Alex Hermosi is his name. This is a guy that's pretty well respected and has some good insight on things, but he was not on with this one. I'll see you in those next videos. Stay creative.